And I'm delighted to be joined now by one of the original members of Thin Lizzy, a great friend of Phil, and the guitarist, songwriter, and riff lord that is Scott Gorham.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Scott.
Appreciate that.
On a night like this, we look back, we look forward. I want to take you back over 50 years. You talk to people who were at Thin Lizzy gigs, and they just say that these legendary gigs. Whenever you guys came back to Ireland, what were those gigs like?
The problem I had with, coming into this city here, right? This is where, Phil was born and bred. He defended this city to the nth degree.
He was huge into his Irish heritage.
Absolutely, right? And that kind of put sort of the fear of God in me, right? What happens when I finally get to play in Dublin? Phil goes, all right, everybody, I want to introduce the band to you, right? And I'm getting ready to take that step forward, and Phil goes, and Brian Robertson, lead guitar, Glasgow, Brian Downey, hometown boy, And then he gets to me, and he does this huge pause, and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, especially the ladies, look at this man with the long hair. And I'm going, oh, no, really? This is the guy that's playing that fiery red Les Paul. I'm going, okay, that's good. And the tight black trousers. And I'm going, Phil, come on, just say it, for God's sakes. And he kept going on. It seemed like for a half hour, it was probably only like 2 minutes, right? And he finally said it, goes, everybody, get off your seats, from California on lead guitar, Scott Gorham, and the whole place stood up, right? And cheered me, right?
Wow.
And I've always wanted to say this to everybody in Dublin. Thank you so much for that. For me, that was like the turning point for me. That kind of secured my spot in the band. And I so appreciate all of you for doing that for me. So thank you. But then again, I don't think it was them. They weren't applauding me. It was because Phil wanted them to get up, right? So
they were applauding you. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear. I was talking to John Bon Jovi on the show a couple of months ago.
Oh, that bum?
Yeah. And he was talking about, the influence that you guys had on him.
Right.
What do you think that legacy is, of the Thin Lizzy legacy to the next generation of musicians?
Well, I really hope that we inspired, a younger generation to get out there and just play, you don't have to make money at it. You don't have to have, record success and all that. You just got to get out and play. If you think that you're going to go out there, you're going to get rich, that's kind of the wrong way of looking at it. You need the absolute love of getting out there and not really caring about all the rest of it. I mean, you should care about it, absolutely, right? But it shouldn't be the absolute sole goal. It's getting out there and doing it.